NANI?! Damn! This is going to get weird. The Dead or Alive franchise is famous for one thing and one thing only. It's praised for its impressive fighting system and interactive environments, but the graphics are where Dead or Alive shows its massive potential. With great cutscenes, interactive arenas, and well-animated finishers, the game has a massive set to offer you. Oh, and there's this.
Must wash away the sin.
I decided to take on the task of trying to platinum Dead or Alive 6. It's one of those games that is more famous for its jiggle physics than anything else. This game isn't what I expected, that's for certain. Despite this weird reputation, there's a decent enough game smothered beneath it, and I'm definitely the man to bazooka my way to the Platinum Trophy. With any new fighting game, the best thing to do is to head to the tutorial to get a basic understanding of the game. Oh, there's a lot of shit here. So it turns out Dead or Alive's tutorial consists of a whopping 195 individual tasks to complete. They range from the beginner moves all the way up to complex blocks. And yes, I'll have to complete them all because there's a trophy tied to finishing the tutorial. Then I earned my first trophy of the game, which was for just starting one of the tutorial missions. Oh, hello, trophy, oi oi. The Dead or Alive controls are a little different from what I'm used to with Tekken. They consist of one button for each of the main actions: punch, kick, hold, which is block, and throw. So I had to remap these to make them feel a little bit more normal. Having punch as triangle and kick as circle just feels way too weird. Hey, gotcha, bitch.
How is my fighting?
So going into this, I knew the reputation of the game, and I'm not sure if it was the game or just me being a dirty white male, but the characters just seemed to be incredibly suggestive.
Wanna do it again?
That was pretty suggestive, right? That's not just me thinking that. It was pretty weird. Now I'm just stuck staring at it because it's not moving on to the next tutorial. Okay. At this point, I wasn't finishing the tutorial. It continues to get harder and harder and feels very much like a basic challenge mode rather than a tutorial, which makes me very angry and rant about this deeply later in the video.
Hey, I'ma get the fuck up out of here. This shit, I'm out.
My next port of call was to pick my main for the game, a character that I would attempt to master and embody what it means to be them. There's 25 characters to choose from in the base game, and the DLC is actually extortionate, so I wasn't going to be buying the character pack. There's ninjas, obviously plenty of women to choose from, but I'm a man of pure heart. I didn't want to be dragged into playing as a character purely because of their physical assets on display.
It's unfair.
So after searching, I found a character I thought would be the best for me. I mean, best for me. I mean, when there's a character called the Drunken Fighter, you can't not give that guy a go, can you? Cheers, Brad. Cheers, boy. Cheers, boyo. Let's give him a go. Hey, look at this guy. Look how he's standing. He's literally like just mortal drunk. I love it. Mortal is Newcastle term for drunk, by the way.
I'm gonna get more or why I man.
So I had to mess around with Brad. What I find really interesting about this game is that every character has an easy 3 to 6 hit combo, which means that this is actually one of the easiest fighting games I've played to come to grasps with. Now Brad's fighting style is very unique, but buried within this unstable presence is actually a very unpredictable fighting stance, which is very difficult to fight against. I honestly can say I could have become an unstoppable force with Brad, but in about 30 minutes, my pea-sized brain fell to Dead or Alive's trap, which I can only refer to as the jiggleification. It was time to turn our attention to getting some trophies, so I started with the longest part of the offline, the DOA quest. This mode consists of fights which all have conditions that have to be met, and when they are met you unlock a star. There's 3 stars available for each mission, and as you progress through the missions they become more complex and the difficulty increases, which means you have no choice on how hard it's going to be. There is a few trophies tied to this mode, with the main one being for earning 100 stars in this mode. Despite thinking Brad was going to be my main, in this quest mode you don't get to pick who you play as. Each mission must be completed by a set character. We're not using any of the characters, so this is going to be interesting. And when I started my first game, I was treated with a surprise. Whoa. Whoa. It's got a trophy too. I mean, I was mesmerized by those jiggle movements. Jesus Christ. My first mission required me to just complete the quest, inflict 35 damage with a single combo, and perform 1 ground attack. Because I got annoyed with the tutorial and abandoned it, I didn't know how to do a ground attack. Lol. Oh, hello. Rushing it. Nice. Ah. Star catcher. Right, so what's that for? Collecting 1 star during the quest mode. We need to do 100 of these. But that was okay, I got 2 already. So, you know, smashing it. As I play more fighting games, I just can't ignore how banging the tunes tend to be. You know, it's not quite got the same music as Tekken, but it's still a vibe. It's still a vibe, alright? I mean, those pants are clearly a vibe. As I was working my way through this quest mode, I got to experience a lot of different characters, and they all do play differently, and they all are really fun to use, but it did make me notice just how ridiculous the attire for pretty much all the characters actually is. This guy is like a really, like, you know, hardened military vet, but I can't believe that he's just like wearing like the worst shorts I've ever seen. Like, he's literally wearing boxer shorts. He's wearing underwear to an arena fight. It's a very interesting choice of attire, I have to say. Aha! Trophy for getting 10. To be fair, it's taken me literally 5 minutes to get 10, and I only need 100, so might be okay. I continue to work on the DOA quests on and off while I work on other things. I can never focus on one thing, you know, because, well, ADHD life. Dead or Alive 6 has a lot of really easy trophies you can unlock by just literally a click of a button. So that's what I did next. I got a trophy for just changing my title card, and then one for just buying some in-game music, another one for just unlocking something in the DOA encyclopedia, followed by another easy one for just changing your main character. You then also get a trophy for just starting a versus match.
I don't have time to play games with you.
And then you get a trophy for saving the replay of said match. Then another trophy for just rewatching that replay.
Come on, let's do this!
You can earn these trophies in literally 5 to 10 minutes. Very, very dopamine rich. And then you get a trophy for just chilling and watching a CPU versus CPU match. It sounds pretty boring, but in this game it's a good time, I promise.
I'll lay you down on the mat gently.
You know, normally watching like two CPUs fight in a sort of game like this would be disappointing, but I don't mind it, I have to say. Dead or Alive 6 does have a story mode, so I got my brewski at the ready. I sat back and prepared to enjoy one of the finest stories in gaming history. Yo. Then when it came to the first fight in the story mode, I witnessed perhaps one of the most powerful moves in any fighting game, and you know what? It inspired me to become a real life fighter. Let's fight. Alright, so at this point I noticed something about the story mode, which is there's actually no trophies attached to this mode. I find that really bizarre for any game that the story mode they spend a lot of time making has no trophies tied to it. So you know what? I couldn't be asked to keep going. It is what it is.
Hey, I'ma get the fuck up out of here. This shit, I'm out.
It's without a doubt an incredibly weird decision by the developers, especially considering they've included trophies for playing the practice mode for 1 hour straight. That's right, I'd leave this on, and the trophy doesn't pop when you reach 1 hour, it pops when you actually quit back to the main menu, so you actually have to time it for an hour before you leave. Very weird decision. Look, there's a lesson to be learned here. This is what happens when you spend too much time looking at naughty things on the internet. It makes you lose your senses. Speaking of that, I had my first hand experience of this. Ah, yeah. It'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? With my £8 outfits at the ready, it was time to bounce my way through the offline modes. First up was the arcade mode, very simple, just win 7 or 8 fights on any difficulty.
Hey!
Oh, hello! Aha! Then I need the trophy for the time trial mode. I have no idea what the actual time you needed was to beat it. It got a little ropey towards the end, but no real issues. Uh-oh. Oh, she might win, she's messing us about here. No! Oh, I was close. Whoa. Hey!
Fight on.
That was a little bit closer than I would have liked. And then the survival mode. Just like Tekken games, you have to win a set amount of matches with the same amount of health. But this version of the mode does offer health drops throughout, so getting 15 was pretty breezy. Oh, yes! That was a lot easier on that difficulty. After playing these modes, I did settle on my main character for the game, La Mariposa. She's a luchador with really fun grabs and kicks to use. Think King from Tekken, but a little different in terms of looks. After this, it was time to make my way through a bit more of the tutorial. Maybe I was mad at the tutorial, or maybe I was just mad at the fact that I spent £8 on 3 outfits. But rant incoming. Alright, so I've been making my way through the tutorial, and there's so many of them, it's just ridiculous. This game seems to have so much stuff relating to combat that just seems kind of tacked on. But I need to show you the absolute shithousery of this tutorial. It does what some fighting games do, mainly Street Fighter in my experience, where it's like, okay, you've learned these 3 moves, now we're going to stop telling you how to do them and just expect that you know how to do them after doing them in a 5-second tutorial. So now I'm left with doing these guard breaks, and I'm sitting there thinking like, why do I not know? Why are there no instructions or indication on how to actually do them? I've done them on 2 of the tutorials over literally 2 minutes, and now I'm expected to remember how to do it all exactly and time it exactly, and it's like, it's a tutorial, right? It's supposed to show you how to play the game. It's not supposed to test your memory of moves you've just learned 2 minutes ago. That's what the combo challenges are for. Tekken doesn't do that. When it wants to show you moves, it has them on the screen so you know what you're doing. It just seems ridiculous that in a tutorial section of a game, with people who are playing it because they're most likely beginners, or beginners to the franchise, that they expect you to know everything you've learned throughout the tutorial already and give you no prompts. It is just ridiculous. It's just proper weak, guys. Honestly, this tutorial is proper ass. I'm going to skip forward a few hours. There's a few combat related trophies and I'm not going to cover them, but whenever I make videos now, I just find it utterly boring and pointless to mention them, so yeah, that happened. It turns out the DOA quest mode wasn't as difficult as I thought it was going to be. No! Aha! Right. That should be the trophy. Hey! Milky Way. 100 stars DOA quest. It helps you learn a lot about the key moves and key attacks within the game, which I was praying would help me with the next stage, which is the hardest part of the game, the combo challenges. These challenges are without doubt the hardest part of the game. If you've never seen this before, essentially you have to follow an attack pattern that's on screen perfectly, and each character has 20 and there's a trophy for completing all 20 with one character. But unfortunately, every single character seems to have 1 or 2 of these challenges scattered throughout the 20, which are just really difficult, and for some reason, the throws are really hard to chain. Some characters can chain throws together and they do massive amounts of damage, and I thought I was just really bad at it. However, later on when I was playing online, I actually was able to chain these throws so easily, which just shows that in these combo challenges, the attacks are actually harder to perform than in the normal game. I found that certain characters are just so difficult because their chains just don't actually work properly, or if they do, you've got to be so meticulous by the millisecond to get them right. So it's a little bit frustrating. I went through a fair few amount of different characters, getting so far feeling like I had a chance with them just to be hit by a brick wall, which was their 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th or 18th or 20th combo, which is just ridiculously harder than the rest of them. I'm not gonna lie, this is like a really long combo. Like the first 19 I haven't been too hard with her, but this one's just ridiculous. Really ridiculous. And the button when you've got to press like hold and special is just really hard to do, especially in the middle of a combo. So I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I don't know if I should just keep trying or just try someone else. It is a really frustrating experience, and it feels like it's very much against you. I just don't think these should be in these type of games. I want to learn to play the game naturally, and I don't want to be forced to do combo challenges, and also on top of that, combo challenges that are made harder than the actual moves are to execute in real time when you're playing the game normally. I'm not a fan of them, and this is a clear example as to why. That one, for example, does not tell you that you have to dash just before the last move. So it's like, well, why didn't you put that in the actual tutorial? Because that's what you have to do. Like, that's why I find it so annoying. It's like, do all these, but we're not going to tell you that you have to do a little dash in between. Like, come on, what the fuck? It's just like, just not fair, right? I don't like these type of combo challenges in fighting games. I really don't. I just feel like it's never a case of just following the commands on screen. It's a case of understanding the timing for everything. A lot of time it gives you no indication when it has to be done, and we are talking literal millisecond windows, and there's no way to figure out what they are, so it is quite frustrating. But with Diego, I have done 80%. I've only got 4 left. Again, it's the same with this one. I've been struggling a little bit with this one. He actually seems to be okay, whereas a lot of the other ones have been a lot harder. I think he might be the easiest one. So we're going to see how far we get. Throw. That worked. Right. Kick. Bomb. Oh, I just mistimed it. See, I just mistimed it. Oh, I pressed the wrong button there. I think I pressed the wrong button. Kick. Bomb. Down. Kick. Oh, see, I'm too slow with that. I'm just too slow. It's hard because when they're in the air, you kind of think you have to give them that second window of pause, but I don't think that's the case in this one. And this is this is the problem. You're just going to see a lot of this forever and ever. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Damn it. Lewis. Faster. Lewis, faster, damn it. Right. Ah, there we go. Okay, so this is the last one. Okay. It's quite a long one. It's quite a longie. Let's see how we go. So it's... Didn't even register, to be fair. Let's try it again. Okay. Ah. Eh? I'm pressing that button. The thing about these is it literally just is your ability. There's no real cheat here, just like you've got to do it and you've got to be good enough to do it. And this is the problem I had with Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, just the timing and the ability to input commands. And it's ability to understand and patterns and read movements. And I think it just take a lot of practice. You've got to really reinforce the movement. So it might take you 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 attempts just to actually understand the whole input pattern before you can then actually apply it. So I do find these hard. Oh! I've just done Diego's Mission 20. Yes! I've got one more to do with him, level 11, because I kind of got stuck on it. I did it! He was actually quite easier than the rest. Nice! Ah! Ugh. Unchallenged champion. That was, I'm not gonna lie, I don't enjoy those type of challenges in fighting games at all. I just think they're just annoying and frustrating, and they do not at all teach you the game. At all. So I'm glad it's over, but it definitely sours the experience and makes this platinum considerably harder. Now, I only had one step left for getting the platinum trophy, the online. I really wanted to try and earn the online trophies myself. No boosting, nothing but my skill to get the trophies. But when you end up searching for hours and hours and see this screen, it makes you realise that isn't going to happen. Considering there's a trophy for playing 100 ranked matches and winning 5 in a row, it looked like I was going to need some help. So I recruited another Jiggle fan to the cause ZXL. With the help of Zach, I was able to get a trophy for winning my first ranked match, and then also for winning 5 ranked matches in a row. Hopefully, that'll be it. Yeah, the show-offs. Oh no? Yeah. I did continue to try and find real games, and I managed to find a few people, and I found this person 3 times in a row, and honestly, I couldn't tell if they were actually playing the game, or if they were just working towards the 100 ranked matches trophy themselves, because they were honestly awful. They just kept spamming the same move over and over again, which should help me work on my counters. This is the same person again? Do they not know how the game works? They're just trolling me. This is ridiculous. Actually ridiculous. I'm absolutely slapping them all over. Look, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm good at fighting games. I have learned a lot lately, but I have been absolutely shocked at how bad some people were playing this game. I did, however, find a few decent players, and this matchup ended in a real intense fight with us both winning 2 games apiece, and it was down to the final fight. And as you can imagine, my fight was made even harder because I had to listen to Zach waffle on about something I couldn't give a fuck about.
Absolute fucking genius games, brilliant games. Then you get Youngblood, which is the dumbest game I've played in years. I mean, for me...
But I managed to snatch victory. Then all of a sudden, my PS5 broke. Well, it did and it didn't. For some reason, I could no longer find any online matches, including finding Zach through search. I ended up borrowing my brother's PS4 to test this, and when I searched for a match on an alt account on the PS4, I found Zach straight away, even though my main account on the PS5 was actually searching, didn't find anybody during that time, which meant there was something wrong with the connection of my PS5, which I didn't know about until now, which meant I had to switch to the PS4 to finish off this platinum. It was a little bit weird since I haven't touched a PS5 in over 4 years now. But on the PS4, after 10 hours of taking turns beating each other, I finally unlocked the final trophy in the game. Oh! Yeah, but my plat hasn't popped. Oh, there we go. Dead or Alive Master. Dead or Alive 6 Master, Zach, that's me. This game is actually a really enjoyable experience. The fight mechanics are easy to pick up and they're fun and engaging. Obviously, there's some very interesting characters. The online trophies are a little bit rough and you will need someone to help you boost, but overall, I would recommend it. Now, if you want to watch me beat every single Platinum trophy in the Tekken series in one video, click here. Thanks for watching. Peace.